guys, welcome back to Cooking DeeLites, and today we're going to make, what is it, Mark?
Slap and tickle mac and cheese.
Did you hear that? Slap and tickle. The reason why it's called slap and tickle, one, we're going to have
the slap,
which is the
Habanaro hot sauce.
Yeah, to taste. You can put, you know, as much or as little as you want. And the tickle is called because we've got
A cheese called Castello Tickler.
Yes, so that's the slap and tickle. We're also going to do a little twist on this, so I'm just going to run through the ingredients first. Mark, can you bring in a close up for me?
Alright, let me just...
So I'm just going to do the cheeses first. So, we have Gouda, and Gouda, why do we buy Gouda, Mark?
Oh, because it melts.
It's melty and oozy and it's very nice. We've also got Parmigiano Reggiano for the taste. We're going for, you can add whatever cheeses you like. This is what we like. So this is our tickler, and this is David style Cornish mature, so that's going to give the flavour to the sauce. And also it was recommended because it retains the flavour and the meltiness throughout the cooking process.
Melts nicely but retains its flavour afterwards.
Yes. So the other ingredients to this is we're going to have bacon. So we're going to fry
bits.
Yes, yes. We're also going to have
Chorizo.
Oh, it's very nice. We got this from the delicatessen, so we didn't get it off the shelf. We've also got 4 cups. Can you see that, Mark? I couldn't get elbow pasta, so I thought the one that looks similar was this
Nice spiral.
Spirelli pasta, and we've used 3/4 of a bag or 4 cups. We've also got
An entire litre of milk.
and then we've got, to do the sauce, we've got butter, we've got 3 tablespoons of flour, we've also got salt, pepper, we've also got, what have I got? Our salt, we don't like our salt, panko breadcrumbs, mustard, garlic, and I think that is everything. Okay, so a little bit of preparation that we go into our making our mac and cheese. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fry off some lardons. Just waiting for the pan to heat up. Also, we've got some water boiling ready for our
Pasta.
Yes, but add the bacon. After you get that a wash for me, because I'm going to put that back into this when it's done. So all you need to do is fry this until it's nice and golden brown, cooked all the way through with a bit of caramelisation. I'm not going to hear from there. And if it helps, guys, I haven't put any oil into this wok because I think this is going to be calorific. This is not.
Oh, gotcha.
This is not. This mac and cheese is not for the faint-hearted. Just put it this way.
It's calorie overload.
Yes, calorie dense. So we'll be right back with you when this is cooked. Okay, so the bacon is now nice and crispy. I'm just going to lower the heat a minute because I don't want the wok to get any hotter than it is. try and save all the goodness of the bacon fat, because we'll need that later on.
Add some extra flavour. So I'm going to be in one hell of a food coma after this.
So the next thing that we're going to add, let's turn it back up, is, oh, now we tasted this earlier, didn't we?
Oh,
it
yeah.
was very, very nice. So this is
Chorizo.
and we're cooking it before we add it to the mac and cheese. Reason being, Mark?
Well, one, chorizo has a lot of oil in it. Well, grease, let's say. And
yeah, I think it's gonna overpower. There's gonna be too much grease in the pan. But what we're gonna do with that is we're gonna use that
to cook up the breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
And plus, fried chorizo is so good.
Now, let's let that try and get it all in the pan. So it can release all its oils.
You can see a lot of it already.
Yep. Do you want to do a close up of that, Mark?
Nah, let's do a close up once it's cooked, like we did with the bacon.
Yeah. Now, we'll let that cook away, and I think while that's cooking away, I'll pass the water.
We can then put the pasta in.
Boil it. And we've added salt in there to season it. Let's let it come back up to a boil. What's all this hand waving, Mark? Can you smell it?
The smell.
What's it smell like?
Chorizo.
Oh, it smells absolutely. Oh, the smell in this kitchen is divine. Right, that's boiling.
Skadoosh.
As I just yeet it into the saucepan and all over the cooker. So the recommended, Mark, can you read the recommended time for that, please?
10 to 12 minutes.
So we're going to do it for 7.
8ish, I'd say.
8 minutes.
Yeah.
And the reason is because you don't want to cook it fully, because then it'll be sticky.
Yeah,
So
it'll overcook in the...
Yeah. So you let it come back up to a boil, and then cook it for 8 minutes, and then drain it, and then we'll be right back and do that done. Okay, then this is lovely and done. So I'm going to drain off all the oil.
Well, as much as we can anyway.
Yeah. Oh, it's a crime! I've just dropped a piece on the floor. I'm sorry, Mark.
Oh, at least the dog has a tasty treat.
Yeah, he's not in the kitchen at the moment because it's quite warm in here.
That's gonna make that oil's gonna make some nice breadcrumbs.
Orange drop. That's a couple of pieces. Okay, Mark. Taste test.
It's just fresh out the pan. It's gonna burn.
Come on, stop being a wimp.
Which one?
Ooh,
Ow!
come on. Mark's still being a wimp here.
I don't have an asbestos mouth like you.
Highly recommended. Very nice.
Oh, hot. Oh.
Wow.
But, like I said, fried chorizo is...
Right, so, because I haven't got another frying pan, I'm going to drain the oil. Because it's non-stick, it's virtually will come out. I think I might keep that little tiny bit in there. So there's our oil.
Looks almost like syrup.
It does, doesn't it? Okay, the next part is do our sauce. Right, so we need
some butter.
Some butter. What have I done here? Oh, let's see, I've got it. So we need about 3 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to eyeball this. Get my trusty knife. And say about that much. Around about 3 tablespoons. Marking it. And I've turned it off, give me some heat. And then we're going to let that slowly melt.
This really is going to be one hell of a mac and cheese.
It is. When that's nearly done, I'll get the whisk in a minute. I know, I can see. Well, normally I'd use it's non-stick, so I've got to use this. It's going to scratch the pan.
Only if you like all over it.
Scratch my pan. You buy me a new one. Okay, so that's nearly melted. And what we want to do is we want to add the flour in. And again, we're doing this. See if you can remember from one of the other videos, Mark. Why do we do this?
Well, one is to cook the flour, so you don't just taste flour, and two, it also acts as a thickening agent for the sauce.
It does. So yes, we do. What we want to do is we want to slowly cook this until it turns a golden colour. So this will take about 2 minutes.
Probably not even that.
Give our
Excuse me.
pasta instead.
It's nearly done.
Yeah, 2 more minutes.
I like it. It's basically gone like a foamy oobleck. Basically,
yeah, it was a history lesson for me. Come on then.
No, basically, when you mix, cornstarch and water, and it goes like a sort of custardy thing, like really liquidy. But then, if you just like punch it or something, it'd turn solid.
Yeah, well, I wonder why that does that. Do you know?
I watched the video. I don't know the exact scientific reasoning, but
it's so strange. Yeah, corn flour just sort of, if it settles to the bottom, it solidifies sort of.
Now, once it's mixed into the water,
it's fine, but when it settles...
Yeah, no, but once you add any sort of force to it, it solidifies and then just goes instantly back to water. Like, you can run across it.
Strange. This is nicely turning a little bit more golden. Half a minute left for that. So what we need to do with this pasta water is, because we're adding a litre of milk, it may be either be too thin or too thick. If it's too thick, what we do is we take our jug and we slowly take some of the pasta water out for that purpose.
And also, if it does end up too watery, the starch in it can help thicken it.
Yes. That might not be enough. Let me use my trusty ladle. And we'll take a little bit more out. Mark, can you give that a stir for me?
It's gone roasting.
Well, it is heat.
Oh, that's the right colour.
Right, quick, take it off the pan a minute, Mark. We don't want it to brown any more than that. So we've got our pasta water. Mark, colander please. Colander out the cupboard. Colander.
Colander.
Okay. I should use my oven gloves, but I need the must. So we're draining our pasta.
You don't need to see us drain it.
No, put that into the there and let that drain. And then while this is now, what we're going to do now is take our milk
and slowly add it and mix.
And what you need to do is add a little bit at a time. And you keep whisking it till it all slowly takes up the milk. Add some more. And this is a long process, you don't want to add it all at once, because if you do, then you get lumps. Just slowly incorporate the milk into the flour mixture. It doesn't look like it's going to turn into a sauce, but it will.
Well, with an entire litre of milk.
Patience is what they call a virtue.
All good things come to those who wait.
That's mine. That's it, Mark. Do a multitask for me.
Well, I'm currently holding the camera, well, the tripod, balancing it on my foot with my foot, and holding the wok. Starting to get there.
You know what I mean? You don't want to go out and get some white sauce from a shop in a jar when you can make it own. Give it a bit more elbow grease. Right there, Mark.
This is really bad for my leg.
I'm so sorry. You can when it starts to come loose, like it's doing now, then you can start to add more milk.
Still need to hold it.
No, I think it should be alright now. It's not going to move.
Oh, camera's gone blurry. Set that back down. Sorry if it's gone blurry, but autofocus on this camera is dire.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to leave that to cook for at least 5 to 6 minutes, and then we'll be right back with you. Okay, so as you see now, it's just come to a boil, and what we need to do, we need to cook this sauce for 10 to 15 minutes until it's gone to a thicker consistency. I think it's going to be a bit like double cream once it's cooked.
Yeah, about. Maybe a bit thinner.
Maybe a bit thinner, yeah. So let that boil for 10 to 15 minutes, stir it occasionally so it don't stick to the bottom. So now we turn this off, because it's like the consistency of when you've just started to whip double cream and it's got a slight pull to it. We don't want to get any thicker than that. So
now
for the seasoning, we're going to add, I'm going to start off with half a teaspoon first, because Mark's going to be the tester. Clean spoon, Mark, please.
Smells nice.
So half a teaspoon is less than half a teaspoon. You can always add it, but you can't take it away. And then we're going to add...
Why did you dump the whisk in the sink?
I don't know, Needy.
Yeah.
It's alright, we've got liquid in the sink and hot water. We like to wash up as we're going along. And then we're going to add in a squeeze of English mustard, say about a teaspoon. And then, what did we say about this hot sauce, Mark? What should we start off with? Half a tablespoon?
Yeah.
We'll do. It smells lovely.
Strong smell to it though.
Oh, did you shake it?
Yeah, I get it a shake when I tested it.
Oh, that's 3/4. So there's your slap, as Mark calls it. Right, excuse. Oh, I've got another whisk here. Don't worry. So let's whisk that up. And it's turned it a nice, like a seafood sauce pinkish colour.
Still looks mostly the same to me.
It's got a slight off pinkish colour. Right, Mark. A nice plain, but I just need to do it for taste. For seasoning.
Gets a very quick skin on it, like it should.
Tell me if you need anything else to it. Salt, sauce.
Tad extra salt, maybe a little extra cracker pepper.
No habanero.
No, it's got that. You know when
It's
it
like-
creeps on you.
Yeah, right.
Actually, yeah, probably like half a teaspoon more, maybe a teaspoon.
Right. Let's just hope we don't need all this in.
I'd play it safe, Mum. Bit more. Bet that should do it.
Okay.
And a good extra cracker pepper.
Got to get your seasonings right, guys. You just season it to your own taste. You don't have to add any pepper or
Hot sauce or salt
or mustard. Or mustard. You just do it to your own taste, Mark.
Give that another good mix.
I might have to put this on again in a minute because it's cooling down and you want it hot.
Yeah.
So taste that again for me.
Bloop.
Let's add the heat to that a minute. Just to heat it up.
That's better.
And yeah, as you can see, because we've turned the heat off, it's gone quite thick. We might need to add some of the pasta water to it. We'll see how we go.
Well, that heat really does creep at the back of your throat.
We don't want it to
Overpower
the actual pasta, do we?
But I'd actually have that sauce on with something, even without the cheese. It's actually really nice.
So as you can see now, it's gone like whipped cream now. But I just want to heat it back up because what we need to do when it's off the heat is to add all the cheese.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be boiling cheese.
No, you don't, because you don't want the oils to split out of the cheese.
You want it to melt nicely.
There we go. That's nice and heated up.
I'll grab.
So we're going to start off with that nice and bubbling. Take that off.
Should I dump it straight in?
Let's dump in, as Mark would say. Here comes the Gouda. Again, mother's jealous.
Yeah. Done about 150 gram of each.
Yeah, about 150. This is 150 grams, so let's add that in. Stir that. And you can add whatever cheese you like. You can add less, you can add more. You can even do a vegetarian or a vegan style, couldn't you? And add vegan cheese. So this is the Tickler, and I'm just going to add...
Just over half, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to add DeeLites stuff.
Again, just over half.
Yeah, because this is the best cheese for cooking, because it retains its flavour.
Bit more than that.
God, Mark, cheese addict.
And then for an extra cheese kick.
Oh, and this is the rind. Can you see that? Yeah. The rind. Don't chuck it away. wrap it up, freeze it, whatever you need to do, and then if you do a bolognese sauce,
or soup,
or soups, tomato soups,
casseroles.
Yep,
Yeah.
drop it in there, and then it will add flavour to your sauces.
Obviously, don't eat it, but yeah.
No, I think it melts away anyway. And then half of your Parmigiano Reggiano.
Let's just hope it's still hot enough for it to all melt in.
This is
This is
one more.
cheesy.
And you keep stirring it.
Until it's all melted. Doesn't look like it will, but that'll all melt in nicely.
Oh yeah, it's melting lovely. And then Mark, while I'm doing that for me please, if you get the butter and can you just go around the
Well done.
go around the edge of my dish
Why are we doing that?
to stop it from sticking.
It's going to stick anyway.
Just put some butter on the edge. Add some more calories to it, why not? Okay, now that's melted, we're going to add our pasta. Don't worry, my hands are clean.
How much butter am I adding?
You're just coating it. Okay, and then we want to stir that in.
Is that alright?
That's fine. Now, it's a good job that we saved some of the pasta water.
Has it gone a bit?
It's thick. It will because of the amount of cheese that you've got in the sauce. So let's add some pasta water to it. Start off with a little bit of time. We don't add too much. I prefer to make a bit of a runnier sauce because
Do you need any more of it?
When it's cooking, because of the pasta's al dente, it's going to soak up the sauce. So just keep adding your pasta water little by little. Mark, the expert at pasta baking, can you tell me if we need to add a little bit more pasta water to this?
That actually looks alright, to be fair.
I think just a touch more.
Depends how watery you want the sauce.
Okay, so that is basically done. So the next thing we need to do is to transfer this to our bacon dish.
Now, need to add the bacon and chorizo.
Thank you, Mark. The good stuff is we're going to add half the bacon. No, we're going to add it all, ain't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the bacon. And this
Ooh.
and then this is your chorizo. Try not to capture all that oil. There you go. That looks amazing.
And the thing is, while it cooks in the oven, the sauce is going to pick up on all that meaty flavour,
It is, yeah.
as well as having some meaty bites.
And the pasta's already soaking up the
Sauce.
yeah, so I'm going to add just a touch more.
No, you don't really need to.
I'll do. Okay, right, Mark, let's transfer this
Into our very well buttered.
dish. Pray that it goes in without me. Oh my days, that's heavy.
That's a lot of mac and cheese.
Ensure that you scrape all the as much sauce as you can get out. Alright, wash that in a minute because we need that. And then what we'll do now is to...
Because there's a big chunk of sauce there, but with barely any pasta. Whereas on this side there's loads of pasta and not as much sauce.
So make sure you evenly distribute your sauce.
Best thing to do is to scoop up some of the side with barely any sauce and then bring it over to the pasta, the saucy side. That's what I usually do with mine. And then you can... Probably not the best spoon to scoop with, but...
Why is it not working?
Bring more of the pasta over and then...
That's it, there you go, it's working. There you go. Right, so I'll try and level it out as much as possible.
Then...
If we haven't had enough calories. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip it.
Do the melty one first. Which is your right hand.
This one? Okay, so the melty one. Break it up.
And give it a good sprinkle.
Now this will go into a 400 Fahrenheit oven or
200 degrees Celsius.
Or
if it's a fan assisted, it's 180.
It is. And I'm going to cook it for 20 minutes first, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the breadcrumbs that we're going to put on the top, which is going to be from the Chorizo oil and garlic.
It's going to be cooked in the Chorizo oil, you mean?
That's what I meant, yeah. And then we're going to add the other cheese.
Isn't that the Tickler?
This is Tickle. Oh, that makes me laugh.
It tickles your funny bone. Definitely want to add a bit more to the middle.
Okay, boss.
Well, because like, at least if there's more in the middle, it'll spread out.
And this is not going to ooze out. I'm hoping it's not going to ooze over the top.
Nah.
That's why we put a tray underneath.
And just get Adrian giggling in the background.
Oh god, yeah, he's a film addict. Actually, he's a TV addict. And then the last one is your Parmigiano Reggiano.
I am so looking forward to this.
And guess what Mother's having for tea?
Meat.
Steak and eggs.
Yeah.
I've got it, I've got it. Don't waste any little bits.
Oh, hell no.
There you go. So, as I said, this is going to go into a preheated oven for 20 minutes, and I will show you that the halfway process. Okay, so the last part is we've just turned the macaroni cheese around in the oven, because sometimes there's a tendency to cook on the one side, so that's going to hold another 10 minutes while we do this bit. And then this lovely chorizo oil, I'm going to add that back to the pan. And we're going to add, before we add the breadcrumbs, is a tablespoon of garlic.
I'd say a bit less.
Half a tablespoon.
Yeah, because that's going to be a bit much.
It's getting a massive dish.
Yeah, no, but it's only breadcrumbs. It's going to absorb a lot of flavour.
Okay, 3/4 of a tablespoon then.
Yeah, that should do it.
You know I've done? Got rid of the spoon.
Well done. So we've got more spoons.
And then what we're going to do, we're going to fry that gently in the oil. Only for about a minute, because you want to release the garlic flavour.
Oh yeah, into the oil.
And herbs, Mark. take your pick. Which one would you like to try? Parsley, dill, marjoram, sage, basil, oregano?
Dill. Why not?
Dill. Dill, are you sure? What about Italian? Or oregano? We'll do a bit of oregano. We don't a lot. So, let's turn that down a bit because I don't want it to burn. Okay. Then, panko breadcrumbs. I think I've added just half a pack.
Well then, soaked up quick there.
Yeah, but once you start frying, I think the oil releases itself. So, like that.
It kind of looks like, you know, you get them mixed bags of different grated cheese.
Yeah.
Smell.
There's a load of different smells coming out of this kitchen. It's unbelievable.
The cheese from the mac and cheese, the garlic.
I think, you know, if this doesn't start releasing the oils.
Well, Mum, there's still a dribble left.
Oh, there is. Let's see if I can scrape it out. We might have to add a bit of butter, I think, if it doesn't. Because what we're looking for is to toast it slightly.
It's definitely got a bit more of it.
And then we'll add a touch of oregano. Any herb you want. We're not going to put too much in. Just a light dusting. Do. It's about a quarter of a teaspoon. And we just keep stirring it till it toasts. Smell! So once the pasta, the slap and tickles come out the oven in the next 10 minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to dust this over the top and then add it back to the oven. So this will give it a nice garlicky, herby crunch.
And plus with the oils that have come from the cheese on the top as well, it will soak into the breadcrumbs.
It will, yeah. So I'll just keep stirring it.
So any of that don't get any oil on there, you'll get all the cheesy oil.
Smell-o-vision. All you need smell-o-vision, guys.
Smells so good.
It does, yeah. I was quite surprised. I thought that oil would have been enough. I was quite surprised how
we're using panko breadcrumbs, not normal breadcrumbs.
This is true. And I mean, if you wanted to be really, really authentic, you'd get some bread, dry it out, and then crumble it up, and make your own breadcrumbs. Or grated breadcrumbs. But since I've done another recipe with panko breadcrumbs before, I think I prefer it to use it.
They are a million times better than normal breadcrumbs.
Oh god, yeah. I think normal breadcrumbs is just manufactured crap.
Yeah.
Is it real bread that they use?
Probably not.
No. This is just like grated dried bread, basically. You want to keep stirring this because what you don't want to do is to burn it. And
obviously.
I think that basically that's done. So what we're going to do, turn off the heat. Yeah, because you can hear it frying now. Can you hear it? There's a nice sizzle going in the pan.
Probably can't hear it on the camera.
No, but there is a sizzle going in the pan. So that's done. Turn the heat off because I haven't got that much. I know my son said I've got asbestos fingers, but I haven't got that much of asbestos fingers. We're going to leave that now to cool down slightly. I'm back with you in
a few minutes.
3 or 4 minutes. Okay, now we took it out of the oven. It's 20 minutes. It's not cooked yet. And what we're going to do is we're going to give it a light dusting of our lovely chorizo breadcrumbs.
With a hint of bacon.
and oregano and garlic. This is quite hot, Mark.
Well, nah.
Mark said to me, cook it right before it was done.
Not right before.
Do you want me to have like asbestos, you know, take the lining off my skin off?
I'm surprised you got any skin on your fingers anyway, with how many times you accidentally cut yourself with your knife.
Oh, I'm always cutting myself, guys, always. Let me know when this is enough.
Bung them all on.
All of them?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm definitely sure. And then just spread them out.
Yeah, because my hand was going on fire.
I was going to say use the spoon, but...
I wash my hands. You just don't understand, guys, how many times, especially at work, that I wash my hands and anti-bac. It's unbelievable. I must do it about 30 times a day.
That should be good enough.
Happy with that?
Very.
Okay, so he's going to go back in the oven for another 15 minutes and then we'll be back with you when it's done. I don't know whether you can hear this. Mark, do a close up, will you?
It is very...
I think that's one of the best ever mac and cheeses I have ever done. It's bubbly, it is, and the smell is unbelievable. Let's just plate a little bit.
Now let me sort the camera out.
Can you see?
Yep. I can tell already. That looks...
Okay, it's not going to appear nice. Mark?
It may not be stringy, but I know for a fact it's going to be cheesy as hell.
And we do taste over, flavour over appearance. Right, Mark? Get your fork. I dare, I'm going to film you. Get in front of the camera.
Or I'll just put the plate in view.
You get in view. I wanted to see what you
they're not going to be able to see me anyway.
Get in here.
Because they've had the cameras, they won't be able to see me at all.
Okay. Can you see that? Cheese, that the goodness.
There they can.
Right. Okay. Honest opinion.
Where to start?
You want to get a bit of chorizo.
Yeah.
Give it a blow.
Thank you.
Tell them what it tastes like.
Very cheesy. You can still taste the chorizo. Then you get the garlic from the breadcrumbs and that little layer of cheese on the top. Oh.
Is there a kick to it?
A very slight one that creeps from the back of your throat.
So, if you have to score this out of 10?
12.
Wow, okay. I think that has come down to a success, guys. If you think of any more addition, what would you say, Mark? If you think of anything else we could add to this or improve it, or any other recipes that we could cook.
Basically, if there's anything you want to see, let us know in the comments below.
Or
on our Facebook page.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.
Ta-ra.